Fight with Seymour is an absolute bop. That also does mean that I am now going to start talking over cutscenes as well, because, hey. Everyone say hello to YouTube while you can. Actually, it is possible I could... Because of the way that the layout is, it is entirely possible I could cut out the chat and everything, which I might actually do. So I will let everyone know that you said hi. Oh no, does YouTube know about how degenerate the chat is? Because I wanted to comment on Ichiban's setup. Look, we made it very clear that we don't kink shame here. This is a no kink shame zone. Even if we are chained up against our will. The only thing we shame is the lack of consent.
じゃあ改めて始めるぜ。いくつか質問に答えろ。野々宮を。ああ。乙姫ランドの店長。あの人なんで殺した？なんでだ？俺は忙しいんでな。この場で質問できるのは俺だけだ。言うこと聞けないなら、仲間を順番にぶっ殺す。
Also, I don't think I ever commented on this before. That guy's hair does not suit his build or body or face. Maybe that's just me, but I just don't think it fits. His suit is Kiryu's Zero suit. It really is. The only thing here he's missing is the shirt with the chains on it. To this guy, the bubble economy never stopped going.
食材扱ってる倉庫に妙な白紙の束が大事に箱詰めされてんのもな。なるほど。偽札だと承知の上で人民元を盗むつもりだったわけだ。で、盗んでどうするつもりだった？あんたの悪事の尻尾を掴んだんだ。あれを使っていずれ店長を殺した落とし前をつけさせる。そのつもりだったさ。そうか。
Also, ow!
お前らは俺のビジネスを嗅ぎ回るために倉庫へ入り込んできた。そして入ってからたまたま偽札に気づいた。ってことだな。クソが。答えろ。その話、まだ誰にも知らせちゃいねえんだな。さあ、どうだかね。
By the way, how did you lose the recorded part of Chapter 6? Oh, it just got corrupted! The video just got corrupted. It just stopped. It do sometimes just be like that. However, I'm realized that these models of Ichiban's six-pack makes me jealous. I got a cheating six-pack. Because it's a six-pack, but if it's because of how lanky I am, it just sort of shows more naturally. So, I technically do have a six-pack, it's just a cheating six-pack. I didn't work for it.
だから俺らは清流会じゃやめとけまんまとやられたのかもなえやられたって偉人さんはお互いの島に立ち入らねえのが鉄の掟だだが清流会はそいつを破ったそいつはつまり半品リューマン上の宣戦布告だはあカメラ止めろおい何勝手なことばっか言ってんだ俺は清流会なんかじゃいい芝居いただいたぜ仕上がりが楽しみだ
I'm still amazed with... Well, I guess I can't blame Ichi because, like, he's still been... We gotta remember, man was in prison for 19 years, and yes, he's now been in society for like a whopping, like, 2 weeks or so. Probably doesn't know about edited or doctored footage. Or how easy it is to do nowadays. So I can't even necessarily blame him for falling for this. What I do blame is why the others didn't decide to speak up when they saw it happening. Oh no, seems like Dodro is getting a bit restless again. Way earlier than usual for now. Anyway, what's up, Namba? Doing okay?
Oh.
Namba, how bad did it get you? I'm fine. Got off easier than you, anyway. Anyway, we gotta figure out a way out of here. Any ideas? Why would I have a way out of this? Chin up, Sayako! Sucha, don't be scared. This'll work itself out. Will it, though? Well, everything's worked out so far, hasn't it? I guess. Even the part when we blew up that harbor. Mabuchi left us hanging, literally. What about you, Adachi? You seem down in the dumps.
Nah.
Adachi-san, an old beat cop like you totally has a clever plan, right? Any ex-cop ideas?
Oh.
Totally.
マジか
Really? I knew an ex-cop would have something. So, what's the plan? First, we gotta get these chains off. Great! How do we do that? If I knew, I'd have done it already. You're kidding me. And that's what I get for you giving me hope. I don't see shit.
な。
Hey, what's this room for anyway? Where even are we? They took us here by car after the warehouse exploded. They blindfolded us, so who knows where we are. Mabuchi's got a few hideouts in Ijincho. Probably one of those. Damn, it's freezing in here. I'm gonna catch a cold. Don't worry, idiots don't catch colds. Ah, shut up. Wait, where are my clothes? You see those cardboard boxes over there? Yeah? They're in there, along with everything else we had.
Oh?
Huh? I had my phone in my coat, though. That means... it's not just you. All of our phones and wallets are in there. If we could just get one of them over there, here, we could call for help. We already figured that out. But everything hinges on us getting these chains off. We've tried, but they aren't budging.
Oi.
What about yours, Ichiban? Maybe they're weaker than ours. After a few minutes of chatting, Ichiban has realized he's half naked. Why am I the only one who has to take his shirt off? What, just so I can show off my sweet abs? Well, time to break these chains.
Oh.
Alright, time to give it a try. Good luck, Ichiban.
Oh.
Oh, come on, don't hold back. Give it all you've got.
Ah.
They'll kill us if we don't escape. Our lives depend on it. Ichiban, you can do it! Hold your horses. They're not budging. Don't put this all on me anyway. Guess we're screwed. Faith for all but 5 seconds.
なあ。誰も来ねえな。
このまま死ぬまで放置ってことねえよな。
だとしたら、ずいぶん気の長い拷問ね。
ちくしょう。
いや、なんか足音がする。
なんだ。
見た顔だぜ。
倉庫にいた連中よね。
Yeah, sorry about the whole blowing up your whole operation thing.
物も全部吹っ飛んだ。その責任を取ってもらう。
トラック爆発させたのは。
I would say I'm sorry, but I'm really not.
ラウマーからお前らを見せしめにしろと指示があった。
見せしめ。
ああ、お前らの死体を切り刻んで清流会に送りつけてやる。ラオマーには時間かけてじっくり楽しんでやれって言われたよ。部下にやる気を起こさせるのがうまい人だ。
そりゃいい上下関係だね。おめでとさ。
お前もそれなりに修羅場をくぐってきたんだろうが、悪運もここまでだ。いつまで強がれるのか楽しみだ。
Okay, ow!
痛いか怖いか。
And I already got the 1 star.
いい顔だ。ずっと見てたいぜ。
やめなさいよ、変態。
お前は後回しだ。後でじっくり楽しませてもらうぜ。
ふざけんな、このド変態。
褒め言葉をありがとうよ。ってことで、まずは前菜で。じじいからだ。
If it's any consolation, at least he did a quick slash.
なんだお前。
いえ、実はラオマーからちょっと申し付かったことがありまして。
申し使ったって。おい、ラオマーがなんだって。なんで鎖外してんだ。
私にできるのはここまで。あとは自分たちで何とかしてください。
like, this guy is still such a mystery because it can't be. It can't be Yakuza 6 dude. Even though they're literally playing Theory of Beauty in the background, which is his theme. It's not. It's not him. There's no way.
ちょっと何のんきに話してんの？
ごめん、悪い悪い。今助けるからよ。よし、行け一番。
お願い、頑張って。
よし。この野郎。
Which does leave a few different options. That being said, time to kick the shit out of some fools. Once more. Alright, Itchy, it's been a hot minute, but you know what? I still remember what I'm doing. Probably, maybe. Let's do it. Time to swing! It's fine, it's fine. I still remember. I still remember. It's all good. Say I got a thick skull? I'll show you how thick it is! Nice try, buddy. But not good enough! God, it still feels so good. Good, my phone's still in here. No service, though. Plus, I guess we're not calling for help then?
Oh.
Yeah, nothing we can do. And what about the guy in the black mask? He saved us, but we don't even know who he is. Any ideas, Ichiban? Not a one! If he helped us, that means he's not Liu Mang. Think he was with Seiryu clan then? Nah, that's off. They wouldn't risk everything to sneak into an enemy stronghold. He was pretty hot though, like a K-pop star. Really? That's the kind of look you're into? That's gotta be it! What's gotta be it? If I had to guess, I'd say he's with the Geomutual. The Geomutual? Name that I can't pronounce, not that I'm certain. Look like a K-pop star, that's for sure. Yeah. Freaking anime Virgil. Yeah, why would the Geomutual rescue us? Who knows? Smoke is less elusive than those guys. You guys all saw how he casually swooped into Mabuchi's hideout just to get us out. So, process of elimination says Geomutual.
Oh.
Just the next top hunch. I think first we ought to focus on getting out of here. Also, Pope, thank you so much for the raid. Right. It's pronounced... Yes, we went over this. I remember now. Ku-mi-jul. Ku-mi-jul. I learned that from watching another stream that was using the English dub. Yeah, everyone's now super ahead of me now. It's fine though. Time to get all of his crap once more. Hey, and we still get the spider. Cool. Alright, looking good. And if I remember correctly, yes, it gives us all of our stuff again. Perfect. Last plane enlisted. Interesting. Hey, someone's coming. Haha, yeah, I could tell. Can you try taking this seriously? Hey, how'd you get out here? Oh, some enemies draw near, huh? This isn't a random encounter, Ichiban. Actually, I disagree, it is. Come on, get them! What's the plan, Ichiban? Shall we run? Run? Yeah, right. In this party, we always choose fight. A man after my own heart. Never run away. Never surrender. Pope, tell me what enlisted is. I have never heard of that before. Unless it's something that I do know, I've just completely forgotten what it is. Which is also entirely possible. Do that move that I love so much. Whack you while you're on the ground. You decided that you want to get attack buff, huh? Too bad you're not going to have a chance to use it. Alright, perfect. And the best part is, the recovery health station is literally just behind us. So, I basically just got that fight for free. Kumijil. To be fair, it's been like a couple weeks. Like, you could give me a break on that one, right? It's been a hot minute. Yeah, thankfully, going through this dungeon a second time will be slightly less boring. Now I can just chat and say whatever the hell I want. Well, you know, within reason. Yeah, hope everyone's having a semi, at least decent or good week. Things have been pretty slow on my end, as I mentioned before. Not too much to report. It's, that being said, well, I was trying to say, I actually reached my goal on Twitter of 500 followers, and then I went immediately back down, which, the reason why I didn't announce that I was at 500 followers was because of that reason. I literally went to myself, I bet fate is going to be an asshole, and I bet that I'm going to lose one as I do the announcement, and lo and behold, it happened. It happened the exact way I thought it was gonna happen. But it's fine. I'll give it time. I'll get there. I'm not in any rush. It's fine, I was confused on how to pronounce it myself because it's a Chinese name being said in Japanese. That's very fair. So you say, have you seen any of the new clips that have been shown for what looks like to be Judgment 2? I've seen a couple. Since it's something I'm actually very interested in, I'm trying to sort of avoid it because spoilers, even if it's only a few seconds. Well, it's only a few seconds. There was actually a very interesting spoiler talk with someone that I watch, which was actually a really interesting listen. Okay, chat, legit question. How do you deal with spoilers? And by that I mean, if you're looking okay, let's say you're looking forward to something, whether it be a movie or a game or whatever. How do you usually deal with the spoilers or the lack of spoilers? Or do you just not care? Like, do you watch all of the trailers? Do you, you know, try to go on a complete media blackout if you can? Hey, what's up, Pun? Good to see you here. Welcome back to the Yakuzis. It has been a hot minute. Yeah, I'm only watching the first trailer and then I'm going under a rock. That's what I usually do now. I usually watch a single trailer. Yo, good to see you two as you as well, Cheston. Thank you. Good to see you. If it's in a pre-release trailer, I'm fine with that if it's shown, but I don't go out of my way looking for leaks and such. Yeah, like, basically what I'm referring to is, for people who know the Best Friends, Wooly was there when a Nia raid was happening. And Wooly is someone who, shall we say, he is so cautious of spoilers. Like, you have to, if you're going to talk about something that he's even vaguely interested in, you have to dance around the subject, from what I understand. And then out of nowhere, man pulls out a leaks list from like 3 weeks in the future to do with a patch coming out for FF14 and decides to almost read it live on stream. And it's just like, it was one of those things where how could someone who is so cautious of spoilers just go, fuck it. Just read the leak list on camera. Which is a huge terms of service. Which is a huge terms of service violation. I kind of don't care, but I felt like, though, with Like a Dragon, I did not care for some moments because I knew it would happen. For Judgment 2, I want to be blind as a bat. I think the problem is, once again, Japan does not care about spoilers, so a lot of the time they just decide to just spoil things in their trailers, which is why I try to avoid trailers involving Japanese games nowadays. I avoided it for FF7 Remake, I avoided it for Yakuza Like a Dragon as much as I could. You know, I try my best to avoid it as much as possible because they do not care about spoilers. To the point with we're playing Nier Replicant and I didn't want to show the intro to Nier Replicant because the intro to Nier Replicant has spoilers. They show really, really important plot stuff in the opening to Nier Replicant. It's like, what are you doing? I'm never up to date with pop culture, so it's not really applicable to me. Otherwise, I approach everything like an opera. I read the whole plot beforehand so I can enjoy the actual thing. Really? I've read stuff before on like Wikipedia. If it's like, okay, I'm not interested in watching this myself, but I just want to read about it because I don't know, vague interest. Like, I did that recently for a comic book series called Invincible, which I found out about it because it recently got a Prime adaptation animation, and the scene I saw was the twist at the end of the first episode, and how do I put it? It's an interesting premise. I think how violent it is actually kind of puts me off with its comic book style. It's very violent. It is very violent and brutal, and honestly, it kind of put me off. I'm not someone who's opposed to violence, but I don't know, just something with the comic book visuals and the violence on the screen was really not doing it for me. Reckless charge going. Well, and I saw moments as it was released in Japan so early, that is why we were excited this might be a worldwide release on Judgment 2. Yeah. If they announce Judgment 2, which if it is, it's a couple days away, then that's happening way sooner than I thought it would happen. Also, I wouldn't expect for it to come out this year. I would expect for it to take another year or two to come out. Like, the Ryuga Gotoku team are so... like, they've been so efficient these past, like, 5 years or so with creating. Like, they have to be on a fucking, like, rota in order to do all of the games that they're doing. Almost yearly. Has it been yearly? No, it can't have been yearly. For at least one of the... I can't remember now. Has it actually... It can't have been yearly. Not quite. There we go. Get your weaknesses going. Probably could have been way more efficient this match if I actually, if if I actually paid attention to what weaknesses I was using on opponents, but my weapons are still BS strong. So I don't have to worry about it as much. I think Kiwami 1, 2, and the Yakuza collection all came out in rather short order. I'm not sure if I would count... I'm still thinking I'm not sure if I want to count re-releases. Like the Yakuza collection, because... that's just the same games. I mean, they did... okay, they did have to relocalize it and retranslate it, but that was a... I don't know. That wasn't a full job, you know? That wasn't like a game from scratch. They had something that they worked with. It is yearly, just not every year in a mainline game. That makes sense. That's still nuts, though. Like, holy crap. That is absolute, like, Jesus. Especially for, especially since I would argue that quality has not dropped. Like, there are some games that are better than others that I prefer, absolutely, but I would not say, like, the quality has been dropped. I don't think they're even, like, contractually obligated to make a Yakuza every year. They've just been pumping them out because that's just what they do. Which is kind of nuts. Probably take you out with the standard attack. Yes, I can. Number, you could take up the one at the back because he's weak to fire. You know, I can be honest, I love it that PS5 tells you how far you are in the percentage of the game, at least with Judgment Remastered, because it's a cool idea. Yeah, it is a nice idea. I no longer do my, my trophy hunting as much as I used to, but you know what? For people that still care, it's actually really nice. Plus, they actually did that update recently, which really also helped out with trophy tracking, which is also nice. And you reuse a lot. Oh yes, they do reuse a lot of assets. You are absolutely right there as well, which is not a bad thing. Never think it's a bad thing, because if you reuse assets and, you know, you're able to be more efficient because of it, and, you know, the quality of the product's still good, then reuse those assets. I remember seeing people saying, like, I think it was with Tekken. It was either with Tekken or it was with King of Fighters, the new King of Fighters, where they were like, man, these are just the same animations that the characters had from the previous game. And I was like, yeah, that's how you make the video game. That's how you do it, because if you do it that way, that means you can make more characters, because you can just have more time to make new stuff if you reuse old stuff. Jin Kazama has had the same animations in Tekken for ever since like Tekken 5. And that's not a bad thing. That's how fighting games work. Yeah, exactly. That's how you can, you know, get the new stuff. Yo, what's up, Otto? We're doing the re-recording? Yes, we are, except it's no longer a re-recording. It's me just streaming regularly, because this is how things are going to be now. Because, unfortunately, I want to talk about... Okay, I'll talk about it a little bit, because I do think it's a little bit sad. I do like standard LP-style recording. I don't know. It's just something about it. It's just... It appeals to me, but... It's just not... it was never efficient. I did it because it was the way I like doing things, but nowadays it's just not. It's just not an efficient way of doing it. Like, it kind of worked for a while with the new method with the streaming, because it was basically doing streaming and LP recording at the same time. And I do think over time, I do prefer streaming to LP recording, because, you know, I just like interacting with you guys. You know? It's just nice. But yeah, I just think it's just no longer... Who knows? Maybe I will get back to a time where, you know, it will be worth doing again. I don't know why I would go back, but, you know. It's just one of those things. It sucks. It really does. Pokemon is also very guilty of reusing assets. Well, yeah, but, like, that's, like, okay. But, like, they have over, like, 800 Pokemon. They'd be insane to not reuse assets. Like, say what you will about Sun and, not Sun and Moon. What am I talking about? Sword and Shield. But that game is a tragedy because that is not 100% Game Freak's fault with what happened with that game. I feel really bad for them in ways because they're on such a strict schedule. Because it's not... How do I put this? It's not down to when the game comes out. It's you know, everything. The trading cards, the, you know, the anime, the media, you know, everything. So the game has to be done by a specific day for when everything comes out, which sucks. Yo, Cloudy, good to see you here. It's closer to 1,000 now? Jesus. That's insane. But yeah, it's just... I feel like the biggest problem for them was it was the way that they, you know, they, what's the word? What's the word I'm trying to... Their messaging. Their messaging was terrible for why they were doing all of the stuff that they were doing. It was awful. It was just one of those things where there were no winners. Everyone did something wrong. The fanbase, Game Freak, Nintendo, the Pokemon Company. Everyone did something wrong. How's the Yakuza life? Hopefully no bullets being stuck next to your heart requiring careful surgery that only 1 or 2 doctors can provide. Well... That was the gangster life, not the Yakuza life. No, it was totally the Yakuza life. Actually, funnily enough, yes, Ichi did, I can't actually show because it's covered, but Ichi did actually get shot in the heart. And he did have an operation to have it get taken out. So, you're not even that far off. They have a very tight schedule, but at least they are now getting outside help. Yes, that is the big thing that now I am happy about, is that now it's not just Game Freak making their games. It is a bunch of people, a bunch of developers, which is good. That's a good thing. I don't know how I feel about the Diamond and Pearl remakes. I mean, I hope, I swear to God, please have the Platinum content. I want my Giratina Edge Pokemon, please. And I hope they also have all of the, special day event stuff with, like, with Darkrai and Shaman. Because, those were cool, and it really sucks that you only had a specific time to get them, unless you have, like, cheating software. I have no idea about a Yakuza game, so Imio. Nice. To be fair with Ichi, the bullet went clean through. That is true, it didn't get stuck, it went clean through. Still needed an operation, though. I'm just gonna keep on using this move because I love it so much. Ah! See, I never played Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum, so I have no expectations for Diamond and Pearl. I was a Diamond kid. Diamond was my first Pokemon game. Diamond is my generation. That's why a lot of people my age are super, super ecstatic for it, because for a lot of people my age, it was their first Pokemon game. It was definitely my first Pokemon game. Also add more fire types. What are you talking about? We just need Chimchar and Ponyta. That's all the fire types you need. How did they get away with that? Did no one double check to see how many Pokemon of each type were put in the game? How did they get away with that? I mean, with Platinum, they added more fire types. They fixed it a little bit. They added Houndoom, I remember. And they added a few more others. I never liked Infernape for the longest time. I'll admit it. I was a Piplup kid. I liked Piplup and Turtwig. I never liked Chimchar. That's kind of changed recently. I think Infernape, I still don't like him as much as the other two, but I think he's cool now. I'm just extremely biased against how many monkey Pokemon there are, because holy shit, there is like 20 bazillion monkey Pokemon. You got you got Chimchar, you got Apom, you got the 3 elemental monkeys from Black and White. I know there's more. I really remember liking Infernape from the anime. That's fair. Mankey. That is true. If you want to well, are we counting gorillas? Because then Slacking would be on there. But that's gorilla. That's not monkey. So I don't think that should count. Gorillas count? You think they should count? My first Pokemon was Leaf Green. Blastoise over 100 hours. I'm still a sucker for the water types. Water types are cool. I like water types. I, for the longest time, had the most... I had a really, really, really set team every single time for the longest time. I would always have a fire type. I would also always have a water type. I would always have a grass type. I would have an electric type, a flying type, and then the last one would be my extra. For the longest time, that would be my go-to. Like, that would be my team setup. No exception. Which, I am now a bit more loose on the rules because I realize there doesn't have to be, like, a set, method. But that's just how I was as a kid. I just was like, I have to have this team. I've always been like that with things, though. I've always been like, I need to do this in a set way, the way that I'm used to, or like, I mentioned this before, but like, I always, whenever I eat like dinner, I always eat things in proportion to each other. I can never have all of one thing first, except in at least back when I was younger. I would always have everything in proportion to each other. Like, I don't know, two chicken nuggets to like a mouthful of chips, or something, you know, stupid like that. I'm way less stingy about it nowadays, though. I still do it, because it's what I'm used to, but I'm way less stingy about it. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of the same Cam. I'm only 17, but I'm so surprised that my first Pokemon game came out a year before I was born. Haha, I didn't understand what the text said since I was too young to read. Pokemon games have some real existential dialogue and discussions, and I'm surprised that they got away with that for a kid's game. I think it's good, because it promotes, you know, thinking. Which is a good thing. But I remember, you know, like Pokemon Diamond. Like, what's the plot with Pokemon Diamond with the villain team? It's because the main bad guy wants to get rid of all hatred and sadness in the world and create a world full of nothing where no one could get hurt. Like, for a kid, that's pretty high level. And then you get Black and White. Black and White's even more high level. Black and White's effed up when you really think about the story. Especially with N. Hey, we have this kid We raised him in a super controlled environment with his Pokemon because he has a special bond with them, and we controlled his birth so that he could be the new god of this land and be a symbol for everybody. Like, what? I'm just trying to catch the Pokemon and become the champion of the region, dude. Yo, hey Alice, good to see you. I love Black and White so much. I really like Black and White. I think it gets way too much flack sometimes. I think a lot of people have softened up on Black and White over the years, though. I remember when Black and White was like the one where everyone was like, "Oh, I don't like this one." And to be fair, I think some of its Pokemon designs are eh. I'm not a big fan of Trashmon or Ice Creammon or Jingle Keysmon. Such deep and provoking dialogue, like, I like shorts, they're comfy and easy to wear. You say that! Okay, that was like, you know, that was like Fire Red, Leaf Green Pokemon. That was like old, that was like, you know, old, new, when Pokemon was like his super new thing, even with the remake, with that remake. Then you got Pokemon Sun and Moon, where you talk to someone and they're like, hey, do you think Pokemon stop thinking when they go into the PC? Because you're technically taking their consciousness and putting... Do you think they dream? Do you think they are self-aware while they're in the PC? And it's like... Like, what? I'm sorry? I don't want these thoughts right now. It's okay, I'll love Trubbish even if no one else will. Okay. I'm willing to compromise. I think Trubbish can be kind of cute. I think what he evolves into is terrible. I'm willing to compromise. I think Trubbish can be kind of cute. I just hate what he evolves into. Garbodor will always be my child. Well, that's just because you're trash. Ah, yes, the Purse Slap attack. Hey, dude, it's super deadly. Don't deny it. The Purse Slap is super deadly. Not even joking. A rose for you, good sir. That's another question, actually, while I'm here. Do you guys have any Pokemon where you don't like what they evolve into? Because for me, it's Weasel. I think Weasel looks so much cooler than Floatzel. I never liked how Floatzel looked. I always loved how Weasel looks, and I'm really sad that that's what he evolved into. Like, that's the one for me. I'm trying to think if there's any others that I can think of, but absolutely Weasel for me is the one where I'm like, oh, I don't want it to evolve. Because my favorite Pokemon is Wooper. Just because I don't know, just something about him being so happy despite having no arms is just so precious to me. And even then, Quagsire is a freaking, like, god. I still love Quagsire. I'm supportive of what my Pokemon evolves into. Well, you know what? That means you're super cool. And you're super supportive. But I'm not here to be supportive, Otto. I'm here to breed champions. I'm here to create what Pokemon I want to see. For me, it's Chespin. I have to remind myself what Chespin looks like. One sec. I recognize the name. I'm trying to remember what they actually look like. One sec. Chespin Pokemon. Ah, yes! Calostarter. Got it. Yes, because if I remember correctly, Chespin, like, goes into... He goes into, like, a really weird, like, direction with his evolution design. I'm trying to remember now. Yeah, he starts out super cute. No, goddammit, Pokemon, I don't need to know what evolution is. I'm trying to look what Chespin looks. I hate so much when I open something up and I'm about to click on some, or I'm about to press it with my finger about, the hyperlink that I need to, or like the article or whatever, and then as soon as I'm about to press it, an advert pops up, and then it pushes everything down, so I push something else. And when it goes to the new page, I have to start reading, and I get really, really, like, confused, because I'm like, wait, this isn't the thing that I pressed on. It's the worst. I hate it so much. Or if you just accidentally click on the advert. Yeah, Chespin becomes, like, that super weird, like, armored version. I don't mind him so much, but I don't really have a lot of connection with Chespin, so maybe it just doesn't bother me as much. Also, Ammonite and Armorstar. Ammonite is very cute, but Armorstar, fucking cursed sausage cutter. Hey, look, sometimes you just need to grind up your sausage, and then he's just, he's just offering. He's offering to grind your sausage. Well, are you going to deny him? Yeah, for me, it was Brightson into Delphox, but Delphox doesn't completely bug me. It's just that I prefer Brightson more, That's fair. It's a paladin design. You know what? I can kind of see it. Sausage wasn't a euphemism. Don't stick your sausage into Armorstar. I'll stick my sausage wherever I like to stick it. Thank you very much. Don't quote me on that. Do it, quote him on that.
まさか金庫にあんな奴が入ってるとは。これからは金庫開ける時も少し用心しねえとな。しかし、奴は俺が開けるまでずっとな。
Yes, that's very nice, Itchy. Sorry, I needed to heal myself really bad. Also, that dude must have been camping out in that box for God knows how long. What a hero.